Hey guys, so I don't know where I was going with that sentence. I've been seeing a lot of people impersonate celebrities over the years. That includes like Paige, that impersonated heavily Ariana Grande, which she was criticized for by other people and by Ariana Grande. I know Ariana was really uncomfortable with it, mainly because Paige went on to do some other forms of work. I don't want to say it in the first like 30 seconds of the video, as like still impersonating Ariana Grande, which is just seems really inappropriate. So yeah, there are a lot of people that impersonate people and do it on purpose, but then claim they're not doing it on purpose. But there's one that gets more hate than any other one, and it's Ashley, who is a Taylor Swift impersonator, but like in everyday life, not just on camera. She doesn't take off the makeup and then just like stop being the impersonator. She likes to live like Taylor Swift. So Ashley's been called out in the past for many different things. Like, first of all, let's start with the fact that she never actually looked like Taylor Swift. The thing with her kind of impersonation is that she claims she just kind of resembles Taylor Swift, and so she's not putting it on. But I have before and after pictures of her, and she clearly has had some kind of cosmetic procedures done in order to look more like Taylor Swift, and she's changed her voice quite a bit, and like the way she speaks, her mannerisms to seem and sound more like Taylor Swift's is really not this like natural like, oh oopsie, what a quinkadonk that we're both just like similar. Like, no, she went out of her way to look like Taylor Swift, to the point where she has even bought cats that look like Taylor Swift's cats exactly and named them some things related to Taylor Swift. She's been called out in the past for her weird behavior on the Grammys. So the Grammys were happening, obviously Taylor Swift was there, massive winner of the Grammys, she kind of has to be there. And Ashley was invited by this company that just like lets you come along with them, lets you be invited by them to the Grammys. So she paid for a ticket and blah blah. Last minute they say, hey, we actually don't have any space for you. Like, she already landed in LA and they were like, sorry, we don't have any space for you. Like, you're gonna have to like not attend. She obviously posts this video and people automatically think that she's lying because they think there's this weird like thing where because Taylor was going to the Grammys, like she wanted to go to the Grammys and get like confused with Taylor, because that's what she does a lot. She goes outside dressed exactly like Taylor Swift and waits until people think that she's Taylor Swift to be like, no, it's just Ashley. And that's like become her little punchline. It's just Ashley. And I just can't imagine living my life being like, no, it's just Angelika, sorry. Ugh. Like, it's me. Like, I'm not trying to be someone else. It's just like this like really sad, like, oh no, it's not Taylor Swift, it's just me. Sorry. Like, just constantly disappointing people every day. So with all the Grammy stuff, she posted a video about like calling out the company. People called her out, and then she posted another TikTok basically explaining how like it's not her fault, like the company invited her and then uninvited her, and then she did a lot of promo for them. So it was a mess, and people were just kind of like, it is weird that you would want to be at kind of like such a big event dressed like Taylor Swift and then possibly walk past or be in the same room as Taylor Swift. Like, this is really weird. And did she want to go so she can get like paparazzi'd on the red carpet and pretend that she is Taylor Swift, like cause a little bit of commotion? And maybe it was even Taylor that was like, hey, can we uninvite her? Because this is weird. And I completely agree. So even then people are calling her out, being like, you're either lying about this Grammy thing or like it's a good thing that you got uninvited because it's inappropriate. Now, she also said in like a live stream that she is not a die-hard Taylor Swift fan.
I'm not a huge Swiftie. I don't know every single album.
You have a
I'm not a Swiftie. I don't consider myself a Swiftie. I don't know the ins and outs of Taylor Swift.
And that she actually wouldn't even want to meet Taylor Swift.
If I ever got a chance, especially during now, to meet Taylor Swift ever, I probably wouldn't. Allow, but it's not my goal to meet Taylor Swift.
And she keeps on trying to play this off like she's like this cool girl, and she's not actually a massive Taylor Swift fan. Like, they just look so similar. But it's like, first of all, like I said already, they didn't look the same before. So she went out of her way to look like Taylor Swift, and now she's trying to act like, oh, I don't even like care about Taylor Swift. Like, I'm not even like such a massive fan. Like, I wouldn't even want to meet her. It's just weird. She also did a Tamron Hall interview where they kind of discussed the whole her looking like Taylor Swift, and she does keep on saying like, no, like I've just always looked like this. Like, this is just the way I am. And when we know it's like a blatant lie.
When did you first realize that you were, they say, doppelganger to Taylor Swift, her twin? I'm studying your face as I'm watching this.
I would say about 13. 14, yeah.
Are you around the same age?
We're 3 years apart.
3 years apart. But you know what it is? It's your body language too. It's interesting because that statistic says that we have twins, but you share personality and body movements as well. So you're not trying to be Taylor Swift. This is you.
No, this is just me. I walk awkwardly.
And there was also a TikTok where she was trying to like explain why her going out and about isn't like her trying to look like Taylor Swift, because she has brown eyes whereas Taylor has blue eyes, so they'll never be confused. As if like eye color is the one thing that people are like, oh, you guys have different shades of eyes. You guys look completely different now.
Because when I'm out in public and people think that I am Taylor Swift, which is, I have brown eyes, you cannot mistake me for Taylor Swift. No press, no one can mistake me for Taylor Swift.
Mainly because she always leaves the house wearing sunglasses, so like how would that even work? Anyway, she also recently got called out because she did a video with a YouTuber. He does these like social experiments. They got her bodyguards and they went to different locations, one of them being Disneyland, and they got mobbed. That's it, that was like the video, she got mobbed. And she finally posted a TikTok that she has now deleted, explaining this was a social experiment and it was just to show like how crazy fandom is. And
so I just wanted to kind of just touch briefly on that. I'm not really going to dive deep into it because honestly, you can't win on social media. But I do want to preface this by just saying that if you're one of the people in my comments like saying you don't deserve to live or you should be sued and all that stuff, like it doesn't bother me up here. Like I'm mentally stable. I am a mom, I have 2 kids. I have a husband. I'm solid. I've been on social media for a while, so I've gotten a lot of hate. However, everyone knows what happened yesterday was a prank. It was, I collaborated with a YouTuber. He's really great. His name is Vic in the Game. You can go follow him. He does this all the time. And pretty much, so one of the rumors was that I hired bodyguards and just walked around with them. No, all that behind the scenes stuff was with him. I didn't hire them. I collaborated with Vic. And so pretty much the social experiment was to live a day in the life of a celebrity, to see what would happen if I went out looking like Taylor Swift. And so from all the videos that you guys have seen, fans swarm. You know, this really goes to show how far a fandom will go. You don't even need to look like a celebrity. I mean, there are tons of celebrities out there that have hired decoys, just put a wig on, sunglasses, you know, and you're done. You think, you know, the closer fans are to the decoy, the further away they are from the actual celebrity. It's a very positive experience. I feel like a lot of everyone online is kind of divided right now.
And like all of this stuff where like she's been literally riding the wave of the Taylor Swift fandom this whole time, and now she's like, I'm doing this social experiment to show just how crazy fans can be. Where it's like, yeah, we knew that. We actually knew that. Taylor Swift just had the biggest like tour of all time. There were people literally like an extra 10,000 people outside of the stadium singing along. She recently went to her like songwriter producer's wedding. Thousands of people showed up outside, like mobbed a wedding. She used to have to be taken out in a suitcase out of her house. Like she'd go into a suitcase and someone would take the suitcase outside into a car, and then she would get out of the suitcase, so that people wouldn't take pictures of her and mob her. Like Taylor Swift is probably one of the biggest artists in the world right now. Like whether you like her or not, whether you like her music or not, like she is the biggest artist. I can't speak. She's the biggest artist that we have right now. So to be like, this was a social experiment to prove that Taylor Swift's gonna get mobbed in Disneyland. Like duh, she's gonna get mobbed in Disneyland. What do you mean? Anyone can get mobbed in Disneyland. I've been recognized a handful of times and 90% of them were at Disneyland or Disney World in America. Like I feel like it's just such a congregation of people. You're just bound to get recognized if you do anything in the public eye. That's just my opinion. And overall, I think people are just super creeped out because like I said, people have been copying. This is like a new trend. Like she's obviously doing the Taylor Swift stuff, but I feel like Ariana Grande has been a massive victim of this over the years. I feel like there was more than one. What is her? Gabby DeMartino? Yeah, Gabby DeMartino like made her whole career trying to look just like Ariana Grande and has only recently kind of switched that up. But it is kind of interesting that both Gabby and Paige, who's a TikToker, have been impersonating Ariana Grande, and now I can say it, and they've both gone on to do OnlyFans, which is, to me, like OnlyFans in itself is fine. It is when you impersonate someone else and then use that fame to create not safe for work content, but the only pull to this content for people is that you look like Ariana Grande, so it's almost people that would want Ariana Grande to do sex work are subscribed to you because you remind them so much of Ariana Grande that it's almost as if Ariana Grande is doing sex work, which to me is a weird barrier of like consent, because I know it's technically not Ariana Grande doing it, and it's also not leaked pictures of Ariana Grande, but it's someone that looks exactly like Ariana Grande making not safe for work content. To me, it just feels a bit exploitative. I don't know. That's just me though. You guys let me know what you think. What do you think about any of these? Who annoys you the most? I feel like the Taylor Swift one annoys me the most because she's so hell-bent on like proving that she's not a Taylor Swift fan, that she doesn't even want to look like Taylor Swift, when in reality she literally got like veneers and like fillers to look like Taylor Swift, allegedly, because like everything looks so different. So to me, it's just like a whole like trying to act like the cool girl while also being like unhinged. That's really what annoys me. But I think all of them are pretty annoying. And I think this whole trend just needs to stop. How about we just like, you're allowed to take inspiration, but just be your own person. It's okay to just be you. That I'm gonna leave you guys with that message for today. Anyway, subscribe, hit the bell icon for engagement, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.